Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me in this new short video presentation from ARIA EP Talk series. I hope you will enjoy it and join me in my future video presentation. If you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Our patient today is a 57-year-old man who was referred to our emergency department with a diagnosis of acute myocardial infarction and decreased consciousness level. Brain CT was normal and echocardiography showed normal RV and LV sizes and functions. This is the ECG on admission, which shows a typical presentation of Osborn wave, which we see in patients with hypothermia. The core body temperature at the time of admission was around 26 degrees centigrade. Actually, hypothermia is defined as core body temperature below 35 degrees centigrade. Is associated with some ECG changes. At the beginning, we see sinus tachycardia, which is part of the general stress reaction. As the core body temperature decreases below 35 degrees centigrade, then we see some additional ECG findings like sinus bradycardia, sinus arrest, junctional escape rhythm, PR interval prolongation, QT interval prolongation, and QRS duration prolongation. And finally, as the body temperatures drop below 25 degrees centigrade, we will see some additional ectopic activity, and finally, atrial fibrillation, ventricular fibrillation, and asystole. Not only in precordial leads, but also in limb leads, as you can see here in the ECG, we can observe this J-point elevation and Osborn wave. We already discussed that the Osborn wave or J-point elevation most commonly is observed in patients with hypothermia, but the differential diagnosis of J-point elevation or Osborn wave includes hypercalcemia, brain injury, subarachnoid hemorrhage, and also cardiopulmonary arrest due to vasospastic angina and ventricular fibrillation. So, what is the cause of Osborn wave? The heterogeneity of a transient outward potassium current is the reason that we observe Osborn wave. We have a dominant transient outward potassium current on the epicardial side, but not on the endocardial side of myocard due to hypothermia. We have the activation of this transient current on the epicardial surface, which results in an electrical gradient between epicardial and endocardial surface of myocardium, which results in J-point elevation in our ST segment junction. And as the body temperature increases, as you can see here in this ECG, then the degree of ST elevation or J-point elevation decreases, and the QT interval also decreases significantly. In conclusion, in this ECG, we found typical ECG findings in patients with hypothermia. We discussed the differential diagnosis. I hope you enjoy this short video presentation. I would like to invite you joining me here in my future video presentations. Once again, thank you for joining me here. Bye.